Hello students, welcome to grade 9th Lines and Angles part 1. Assuming that you are knowing the basic definitions of point, line segment, ray, types of triangles, types of angles, we proceed today with parallel lines and their properties. Parallel lines and the properties of the angles formed by the transversal. Here, let us consider line L is parallel to M and T is the transversal. Then, so many angles are formed here. Let us number them as 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Then, the types of angles formed over here and their properties are as follows. Linear pairs, here angle 1 and angle 2, angle 2 and angle 3, angle 3 and angle 4, angle 4 and angle 1. They all form linear pairs. They are adjacent angles and their sum is 180 degree. Here also we have 4 pairs of linear angles, that is angle 5 and angle 8, angle 8 and angle 7, angle 7 and angle 6, angle 5 and angle 6. Right? Now these are all supplementary in pairs. Vertically opposite angles. You remember, vertically opposite angles are formed when two lines are intersecting. Then the opposite angles are called vertically opposite angles. Here, which pairs are there? Over here you have angle 1 and angle 3, angle 2 and angle 4. Over here you have angle 5 and angle 7, angle 6 and angle 8. What is the property of vertically opposite angles? The property is that they are equal. Alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are formed when you have a Z formation over here, like this, right? That means now in alternate interior angles will be on the inner side of the lines. So 4 and 8, they form alternate interior angles. Here 3 and 5, they form alternate interior angles. What is the property? Property is that they are equal. Linear pair is supplementary, vertically opposite angles are equal, alternate interior angles are equal. Now if there exist alternate interior angles, then there must be some alternate exterior angles also. Yes, there are. Alternate exterior angles are here angle 1 and angle 7, angle 2 and angle 6. They are also equal. Now we have one more pair of angles here, that is corresponding angles. Let us see from here what are corresponding angles. The angles 2 and 8, they are called corresponding angles. Angle 1 and angle 5, angle 3 and angle 7, angle 4 and angle 6, they are called corresponding angles. What is the property of the corresponding angles? The property is that they are equal. Then we have interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Which are those interior angles on the same side of the transversal? Are these, as the name suggests, angle 3 and angle 8, angle 4 and angle 5. What are their properties? Their properties are that they are supplementary. Angle 4 and angle 5. Here just have a look. Angle 4 and angle 5, they are interior opposite angles. Their sum is 180. Angle 3 and angle 8, their sum is also 180. Now if there are interior opposite angles, then there should be exterior opposite angles also. Yes, they are 2 and 8. 2 and 7. Angle 1 and angle 6. They are also having same property, that is they are supplementary. Angle 2 plus angle 7 is also 180 and angle 1 plus angle 6 is also 180. Now we have straight angle property. What is that straight angle property? Straight angle property is that if there is a straight line and we take a point over it, so whatever angles are made on that, their sum is 180. Right? Now it does not matter how many angles are there. There might be 2 angles, there might be 3 angles, there might be, here I have taken 5 angles. So sum of all the 5 angles here is going to be 180. So this property we never call linear pair, we call it straight angle property. That is, sum of the angles lying on one vertex of a straight line form a 180-degree angle. Now some more important properties of triangles now. Exterior angle property, that is that if you extend any one line of the triangle, then one angle is formed outside, that is in the exterior of the triangle. That angle is equal to the sum of the interior opposite angles. That is, angle 3 is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2. Next property is angle sum property. Angle sum property, as the name suggests, sum of the angles. So in a triangle, the sum of all the three angles, angle A, angle B and angle C, is 180. Now, in your syllabus, you have a very important theorem called angle sum property theorem. It states that sum of all the three angles of a triangle is 180. Its proof comes for 3 marks. There are certain steps that are to be followed for proving a theorem. Now, for that, first of all, you will have to draw the figure. We draw the figure of a triangle ABC and mark all the three angles. Given a triangle ABC, to prove angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180. Then we are doing some construction. What construction? That we are drawing a line L parallel to BC, and then two angles are formed here. We mark them as angle 1 and angle 3. So this has to be written for the proof. The construction: draw a line L parallel to BC. Now proof. In the given figure, L is parallel to BC. AC and AB are transversals. Therefore, angle 1 is equal to angle B and angle 3 is equal to angle C. These are alternate angles. Now, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3. This is forming a straight angle. So, their sum is 180. We can replace angle 1 by angle B and angle 3 by angle C. Then this equation will become angle B plus angle 2 plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Also, we can replace angle 2 by A because they are the same. So, we have angle B plus angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Hence, prove that sum of all the three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Sample questions based on these facts. Number first, two supplementary angles differ by 45 degree. Find the angles. Let one of the angles be x degree. The other angle will be 180 minus x because they are supplementary angles. Now, according to the question, their difference is 45. That means 180 minus x should be equal to 45, which implies minus 2x is equal to 45 minus 180. Implies minus 2x is equal to minus 135. Minus and minus signs cancel and you have x is equal to 67.5 degree. Therefore, the other angle would be 180 minus 67.5, that is equal to 112.5. Now, just add them and check whether the sum is 180 or not. You will find that they are supplementary. So, hence our answer is correct. Question number 2. Which angle is equal to its complement? 45 degrees equal to its complement. Let's revise what are complementary angles. Complementary angles are those angles whose sum is 90 degree. They occur in pairs. Which angle is equal to its supplement? 90 degree. 90 plus 90 is 180. Right? So, supplementary angles are the pair of angles whose sum is 180 degree. An angle of 60 degree, right? An angle is of 60 degree. What is its complement? Its complement will be 90 minus 60, that is equal to 30 degree. Two supplementary angles are in the ratio 2:3. Find the angles. Let the two angles be 2x and 3x. Then 2x plus 3x will be equal to 180. That implies 5x is equal to 180. Implies x is equal to 180 upon 5, that is equal to 36. Now if x is equal to 36, what are the angles? The angles will be 2 into 36, that is 72, and 3 into 36, that is equal to 108. Question number 6. The measures of two angles are 6x minus 4 degree and 4x plus 4 degree, and they are complementary. Find the angle. Find x. They are complementary means their sum is 90 degree. So this implies 10x is equal to 90 degree. This implies x is equal to 90 upon 10. That gives me 9. Therefore, what will be the angles? The angles will be 6 into 9 minus 4. That is equal to 54. Minus 4 is equal to 50 degree. Now, you can find angle like this also, or you can say since their sum is 90 degrees, so you can just subtract this 50 from 90 and you get 40 degrees. Question number 7. So here, if the supplement of an angle is 3 times its complement, find the measure of the angle. Let the angle be x. Its complement would be 90 minus x and its supplement would be 180 minus x. Now according to the question, the supplement is equal to 3 times the complement. Therefore 180 minus x is equal to 270 minus 3x. This implies minus x plus 3x is equal to 270 minus 180, implies 2x is equal to 90 degree. Hence x is equal to 45 degree. Find x and y and also find the angles. These figures are given and from here you have to find the values of x and y. Look at first figure. Here since they are forming a straight angle, therefore their sum should be 180. So we can write 3x plus 10 plus 2x is equal to 180, which implies 5x is equal to 170, implies x is equal to 170 divided by 5. On cancellation it gives me 34. Therefore the angles are going to be 3 into 34 plus 10, that is equal to 112 degree, and the second one 2x will be 2 into 34, that is equal to 68 degree. In this question there are 3 angles. Since they are forming a straight angle, therefore 5x plus 3y, 5y plus 3y plus 2y is equal to 180. Straight angle property. This implies 10y is equal to 180, which implies y is equal to 18 degree. Therefore 5y will be equal to 18 into 5, that is equal to 90. 3y will be equal to 3 into 18, that is 54 degree, and 2y will be 2 into 18, that is equal to 36 degree. Next question. Find all the 4 angles. Now 2 lines are intersecting and 4 angles are formed here. Measures of these 2 angles are given and they want that you should find the value of x and then all the angles. Which properties can be used? Here first of all I notice that they are lying on a straight line, so I can use the linear pair property. That is 2x minus 3 plus 3x minus 7 is equal to 180. This implies 5x minus 10 is equal to 180, which implies 5x is equal to 180 plus 10, implies 5x is equal to 190, or x is equal to 190 upon 5, which is equal to 38. So now we have the value of x as 38. Also notice here that this angle 4 is 2x minus 3. This will be 2 into 38 minus 3, that is equal to 73 degree. And 3x minus 7 would be equal to 3 into 38 minus 7, that is equal to 107 degree. Now angle 1 and angle 3, they are vertically opposite angles. So if this angle is 107, this angle 1 will also be 107. Similarly, angle 4 and angle 2 are vertically opposite angles. Therefore, if angle 4 is 73, therefore angle 2 will also be equal to 73 degree. Thank you.